Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. This is Mike, and of course, Mike Dell's World. I think this is, 428 for November 22nd, 2025. This is Saturday afternoon in my case. So not a whole lot going on here today. Figured I'd just do a quick little update. Napod Pomo is still going on. This is the 22nd day. And I kind of had a pretty laid back, relaxing day. I went out to the EAA, the Experimental Aircraft Association hangar talk session, or I call it coffee klatch. I do that every Saturday over at the hangar. Their offices, EAA chapter 234. I should know that, shouldn't I? Anyway, so that was fun. I dropped Kathy off at the hospital for an MRI she had to have, and then I went over there and had coffee with the guys, and then went back, picked her up, and then we went to meet market, and then Costco. Can never get out of Costco for cheap, but I didn't do too bad in there, and it was busy. It's crazy how quickly though that their checkout lines go. It was the line was lined up literally 3/4 the way across the store when we were shopping, and then by the time we got there wasn't hardly any line at all. By the time we got ready to check out, so they're pretty damn efficient over there, I suppose. But find some good deals. Wasn't bad. And then came home, and a friend of ours stopped over with her dog, and the dogs played, and we sat there and shot the breeze, and I figured, I better come out and record an episode. Hadn't done one. I was going to do one last night and never did. So that's what this one is. But like I said, just a quick, shorty little update. I'm going to tell you what I've got planned for the rest of this month. Tomorrow, I'm going to do aviation up north. I'm going to be talking about, the aviation community around here. Guess I got a little update of that this morning. And then I'm going to talk about the blizzard of 78. I'm old enough to remember it. Not by a hell of a lot, but I remember it. And tell you my experiences. And then I'm going to do an episode about Iceland in the 90s. I lived in Keflavik, Iceland for a year in 90-91. Or is it 91, 92? No, it was 90, 91. Anyway, so talk about that. And on the 26th, I'll be talking about Traverse City still being kind of a small town, but in other ways, not so much. And my friend Chris, I'm sure he's going to be interested in this one. I'm going to talk about the state hospital, or the Northern Michigan Asylum, currently known as Grand Traverse Commons. So that ought to be interesting, and I'll probably get most of it wrong. So not really. Let's see, I got a couple other little episodes planned, and that's going to do it for the 30 days of November here. So got, 7 or 8 more to go, 8 more to go, 9 more to go, something like that. And I'm thinking seriously about maybe doing a weekday daily show. I don't know if I'll do it on this feed or do it on a different feed. It's hard enough to get people to listen to this one. Of course, when I'm not that consistent, that goes. But almost thinking, it might be fun just in the morning when I'm sitting here in the office before work starts and drinking some coffee, maybe throw together a little 5-minute thing. I have to decide whether I want to do that either on this feed or a different feed and just, call it Coffee with Mike or something stupid like that. I don't know. Might be fun. Keep me in the game, make me podcast more. But, I'm already doing a weekly with Podcast Insider, and I'm going to be a rotating guest host on another show coming soon. Actually, it's a show that's been going forever, except for one of the hosts died. And anyway, the other co-host is going to resurrect the show. In fact, I spent a lot of time yesterday getting the website back up and running properly and getting the RSS feeds running properly. It's both a video and an audio and a live video show. So I'll be rotating with 3 other guest hosts. So every third week, however that works out, I'll be on that show. That's the plan. Sure I'll tell you about it when I can. Also planning our conference down in Florida, December 15th through the 18th. Podcast Expo, or no, what is it? Geez. I am drawing a blank. Podfest, there we go. Podfest Expo. It's going to be at the Radisson Hotel at SeaWorld in Orlando. So that'll be interesting. I'll be speaking there, and also my company is sponsoring the Podcasters Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So that'll be interesting. Get to hobnob with royalty there. That'll be fun. Dave Ramsey's going to be there. I'm sure you've heard of him, the money guy on the radio and in podcasts and YouTube and everywhere else. Anyway, he's going to be there. There's going to be a couple other somewhat famous people there. Plus, I'm going to be there. Yeah, that's it. What do they call that? Imposter syndrome. Anyway, so that'll be good. We're bringing a pretty big contingent from Blueberry down there this year. Going to have 5 of us from the team, maybe 6. Not for the whole week. Dave and I are going to be doing the whole week, and then we'll have people popping in and out, coming down for a day or 2 for that. So that'll be good. First convention after our founder and CEO passed away a couple months ago, or beginning of September. So it's been a while. But this will be the first public conference we've been to as a company since he passed away. So show him we still exist, and we're still plugging along and all that. But so that's really been, what I've been focusing on, this week. Plus, we had a few technical glitches. Cloudflare went down. No, that didn't affect us directly. Our company doesn't use at least that part of Cloudflare for anything important. We had a couple of ancillary websites and services go down, but so did half the internet. So not unique in that way. But our core services stayed running, and that was good. But still the customers don't know what is whose. So it did cause a bit of an influx of support tickets. And then we had a little glitch in one of the pieces of software. We did an update, and it caused a glitch. Didn't prevent it all from working, but it had a glitch, and we got it figured out and fixed, and all is well now. But wow, nothing fills up my inbox more than a technical glitch with our system. Phone was ringing off the hook, and of course, my other guy Dave, he was on vacation that day that all that happened. So, but it's all right. I survived it, and didn't drive me to drink too much, so we're good. And Friday was pretty laid back. In fact, I took most of Friday off and was working on that website for that other show. So, like I said, I'll let you guys in on who it is or what show it is and when I'm going to be on it. And I'm just kicking around this idea of a kind of a daily little, informal, here's what's going on, 5-minute thing. Maybe not, maybe what's going on in the news around here, what's going on, just in general, maybe national stuff, maybe local stuff, maybe Michigan stuff, just stuff. Maybe just the weather report. I don't know. But if you're at all interested in that, let me know. You can email me direct, mike@mikedell.com, or go to mikedell.com, and I don't know, probably no place to comment there, maybe, or shoot me a Facebook or a X post. Let me know if you'd be interested in something like that. I don't think I'd want to do it 7 days a week. I've done 7-day-a-week shows before, and lasted a year on a couple of them. But I'm just kind of thinking about doing that again. I've got it down to it took me 4 seconds to open up the software and flip the switch on the mixer board and start talking to you, not putting in music and sound effects and all that stuff all the time. So this might be easy. And, of course, it might be a pain in the butt. I don't know. But, I'm going to get back to podcasting more than I used to. Like I said, but, the other two podcast-related shows, because that second show is also going to be podcast-related, I think. You might even know what it is, but anyway, I'm not going to spill the beans on it until the other co-host is ready. But, let's see. I guess that's about it. My wife, since we went to Costco, she picked up some ribeyes, and we're going to have some steak and baked potatoes. I'm getting back to my, not carnivore, but keto. So got to get rid of the potatoes in the house. So we're going to pig out tonight. So that's the scoop. It's all that's worth talking about. Tomorrow, I get to talk about aviation, and hopefully it won't be long and drawn out like the ham radio episode, but it might be. A lot going on around here in aviation. Maybe not so much this time of year, but definitely in the summer. Catch me later.